Hey, in this video, I'm going to share how to design an email and import it into Klaviyo. And no, this is not going to involve any coding or anything like that. This is basically just images, slicing them and importing them into Klaviyo. So yeah, let's get started. So the first thing you're going to have to do is get Figma.com. And this is a free software that you can use web-based. So you can use it on Safari or Chrome or whatever platform you use. And just go, after signing up, you just need to put like your email, click on new design file, and it's going to take you to this page. And this is basically where you would design the emails. And some people might already use this platform because you can design anything you want here, but I specifically design emails. So the first thing you're gonna have to do is go to frame, click on frame, and then drag down, and make sure the width is 800 width. And then you can make it as long as you think would be necessary. And here's an email that I recently designed. So the main components of an email is the logo at the very top in the center, then some text that's also centered, and this is basically the main topic of the whole email. So some people, they only have to read this and then click the button. They don't have to read anything else, since this is like the main summary of the email, or what you really want to get the reader to see. And the next component of an email is like the hero image. So this is the main image everybody sees, and then a CTA button, which everybody clicks to take them to the site. And what I like doing after that is, if people are on mobile, if they're looking at it from their mobile device, this is like the first scroll they're gonna get. Then this will be when they scroll down their phone. So a lot less people look at this part of the email. So your main focus should be on the first half, or your first like 1,500 pixels in height. So let's get started. First, you will need to get your logo imported. So first, I would recommend taking out the background, and you can use Photoshop or Canva to do this. And once you have your logo, just click on the top left and click on Files, Place Image, and then choose the image that you want. So for me, it'll be this one right here, and then boom. Next will be the text. So click on down here where it says text, drag it like this, and I'll make this bigger. Make it like 40. And you could just put, let's just do the same type of email. Don't miss out. Make sure it's centered. Don't miss out. And for this one, I use this type of font. So you can just copy the font that I use. And I usually like doing it like extra bold. So yeah, don't miss out. Then I'm gonna copy and paste this, which if you're on Mac, you can also use the shortcut Command C and then Command V to paste. And then here I'm gonna put free shipping. And this you can make like 65 Actually larger, probably like 75. And then get this, copy it, paste it. On all US orders. So there you go. You might have to like make it a little bit even. I use the arrow keys to just move it around a bit. Now the background. Click on this rectangle right here and put it exactly on the edge of the frame or the image. See, it's exactly 800 width. And then just drag it down. And then this right here is basically where all your frames are. So this is frame 1, and everything under that is inside the frame. So get this rectangle and drag it to the bottom of the frame. So now it's going to be at the bottom of all the elements. So it's going to be the background. So if you ever want something behind another element, just drag it down in this menu bar right here. And always make sure it's inside the frame, because once we export it, if it's not inside of the email frame, then it's not going to show up when we export it. So make sure everything's inside the frame. So see here, this is the email that we're copying. And this is frame BSLM, and this is frame 1. And there's nothing else, because like if you drag it outside, now it's like outside of all the frames. Well, let's put it back in. And this we can make it, let's make it black. And then I click on shift and make it white. And it'll be right here. And to select multiple items, you just click on the shift for Mac. And now you just highlighted 3 elements at the same time that you can edit at the same time. So boom, once we have this, now we need a hero image or an image that shows up in the beginning of the email. So for this, I just got this image right here. And if you want any image, you just go down again to File, Place Image, and then find an image that you like from your library. And after you're done with that, the next step would be to create a button. So click on rectangle again and drag it down like this. Let me see what dimensions this is. This is 438 by 107. So let's just do the same thing. 438 by 107. And let's make the color this yellow right here. And all that's missing is the text in the image. So click on here, drag it in, and then you can just put shop now. Make sure it's the same font. There you go. And then basically just look at it and make sure it's like in the middle of the button. And what I like doing just to keep it more organized is just highlight both the elements. So now I highlight the rectangle and the text. Right click it and then click on group selection. So now when you want to move it, you're moving both elements at the same time because it's an element. And what looks better, the white or the black text? I think the white looks better. So once you have that, also these lines show you if it's in the middle of the email. So there you go. And the next thing we can do is just more text at the bottom, giving further details. So it'll be this text right here. And for this, it would just be text, drag it in, and type whatever you want. And that's basically, okay, yeah, let's do this part too, because some people might want this when you do a sale or something. So first I drag down the rectangle, but if you want to drag down the whole email, click on the frame and drag the whole frame down. And sometimes this images drag along with the frame. So let me just import it again. All right, there you go. And see how this image is on top of all the elements? Let me just drag it down. There you go. And this section was pretty easy to do. All you need is like a product image. Yeah, just place like a product image right here. Then you're gonna need text. So you just go like this and just go like $38. Make this size like 75. Go like this. Now we can copy this, paste it, and click on this. So if you change this side also changes with the same dimension. So if I just do 200, now it changes exactly like that. Maybe a little bit bigger. Just do it right there. And then the text, let's make this smaller, which you can also drag it right here. Just like that. Boom. And now for this section right here, it was a rectangle that here is the edge, and then just make it like 82. Make this white and probably a slightly bigger, like this. Put it under here. Click on the text and put BSLM shorts B2. So this would be the name of the product that you have. And you can just put it like that. And if you want to add this little thing right here where it says free shipping, again, just go down to text, just put free shipping. There you go. And this was like a yellow. So I'm gonna make this yellow. And for this icon right here, what I used is if you click on here, actions, you could search up plugins. Yeah, it was this. So just scroll down, find an icon that you like. So we could just do this one, and then boom, it placed it in there.
Now, as you can see, it's its own frame. So take the element itself and drag it into the frame that you want, and also make it white, or not white, yellow. So there you go. And you can delete this frame because we don't need it. So now this element is inside the frame, so when we export it, it's going to show up. See, if you don't click on this, if you make the width, it just goes like this. But if you click on it, now it moves with the height as well. So make it like that to match. If you want to make it a little bit thicker, you can add a stroke to it. Click on outside, make it the same color, and now, just put, I guess, 0.2. Yeah, that looks good. And then let's just make everything a little bit bigger. There you go. Once that's done, just align it. Make sure everything's evened, because if not, then it's gonna look unorganized. There you go. So here's the first section. Now all we need to do is just copy this, paste it, drag it down right here, and then once we have our product image, just put this in here. Move this where it looks good, and then just copy this as well, and then just make this say, let's just put pull over. So there you go. Oh, and also change the price to like whatever the price is for your items. So there you go. This is basically the email. You can do this last one yourself if you want to add that. But now, how do we import this into Klaviyo? Because yeah, you designed this cool looking email. Let's change this color. But now, how do you export this? I just realized the top is it's a little weird. Let me fix it. And then boom. Now to import it into Klaviyo, what you're gonna have to do is click on this little arrow right here and click on slice. Now drag it exactly where the frame starts at the edge to the very end of the other edge, and make sure it's the same width, so it says 800. So yes, in the same thing. And now basically each slice is going to be an image. So per email, you should probably have like 2 to 3 slices. So right here, let's make this the first slice. Now what we're going to have to do is copy it and paste it. So now you have 2 slices, but they're both in the same location. So just drag it down, drag one down, and then let go of it. So now you have one slice right here, one slice behind it or under it, and they're both perfectly aligned. And now just copy slice 2, paste it, drag it down, and then since this is a product with its own CTA button, let's keep it right here. Copy, paste, drag it down, and like that. So now we're gonna have 4 different images in the email. Image 1, image 2, image 3. So if they click on this image, we can set the link to be the shorts. And if they click this image, we can set the link to be this pullover right here. And if they click this, it's going to take them to the main website homepage. Now click on slice 1, export, and click on PNG. If the slice has images in it and it's taking over a good portion of the slice, it's better to do JPEG because it's going to use less file size. Look what happens if we do PNG. It's almost double the size. And the bigger the file size or the email, the worse your open rate is going to be, especially if you have a image that's bigger than 1 megabyte, then you have to lower that. Make sure it's less than 1 megabyte, or your deliverability and open rates might be affected by it. So I'm gonna just click on slice 3. This one, the image is pretty small, so I'm gonna just do PNG. And then I'm gonna do PNG as well. Now that you have all 4 images, go to your Klaviyo, click on campaigns, and click on create campaign. Now you can just name it free shipping. I don't know why I used all caps. Click on continue. Add your list. So it could just be this list. Do a bound segment. And I made an email about all the segments that you would need, so you could look at my channel and watch that video. But for this demonstration, it could just be pretty simple. And let's just do a blank email just to show you exactly what you need. So boom, you don't have any templates, nothing. First thing you have to do, put an image and then drag slice 1 in there. And now copy it and paste it. If you just click on this button right here, click on replace, upload image, do slice 2. Now do the same thing. Slice 3. Sometimes it does that. Just click on image and then just drag it in there. Now finally, the last one. Boom. So this is how it looks. See how there's 4 different images and they're all perfectly aligned how it looked in the Figma file. So after you have that, now you have to add the addresses. So let's go down to this clothing brand, just copy the link, paste it right here, and let's just do it for all the images. For this one, since it's shorts, let's go down to the shorts collection, paste it, and then this will be the pullover. So click on pullover and copy this link. Another thing that would help with open rates, make sure all images have an alt text. So this just makes sure that if you're, for some reason your images don't load up, it's going to show an alt text. And Gmail/Apple likes all images to have an alt text. So just put anything random. I like putting the brand name and putting a 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now, what I was talking about earlier, this happens a lot, is let's say you export this, you follow all the directions. You export the slice, you go to put it in there, and something's not showing. One of the elements is not showing. This is because that element is not inside the frame. So how to fix this, is click on the element that's not showing and see where it is in the menu. And then you can drag it and put it inside the frame. So now that's inside the frame. Try it again. And it's going to show up. So boom. Make sure to always test the email. This is how it will look on mobile. Just test the email right here. See how it looks on your phone. Click all the images. Make sure everything looks well. And then you can send it out or schedule it. If you want any more help, or if you're a clothing brand that's making over 25K per month, and you want somebody to just handle everything for you so you don't have to worry about learning, making mistakes, and you want to maximize your revenue with email and SMS, then you can click the link below and schedule a call with me, and we can talk about how I can help you with your brand. And also, you could also just get a free audit, and I'll tell you exactly what you need to do to get your revenue even higher. But yeah, I'll see y'all in the next video.